Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Ace and right now we're going to do a draft analysis of Keen Gaming versus SG Esports Game 2. In my draft analysis of Game 1, I pretty much called whatever that happened in the game itself. You can check it out in the playlist that I created for Keen Gaming versus SG Esports Game 1. Okay, so I mentioned that Keen Gaming had a very strong laning, which they did, and they were going to win their lanes, and they have to win their lanes to have any chance in the game, and they did. And I also mentioned that SG Esports had a much better late game because of the lack of answers to this Chaos Knight from the Keen Gaming's lineup. They couldn't really deal with the Chaos Knight and his illusions especially. Lifestealer is a single target hero. The only thing they had was Mjolnir on Nature's Prophet, but that was not really enough, I would say. Lina kind of fall off as well, as in he doesn't fall off, but he can get easily bursted down by a CK with illusions, especially the moment his BKB runs out. So it was pretty much what happened in the game. Keen Gaming had a very strong laning. SG Esports hold on to the game just because of a very strong CK. And even if you notice how the game ended, it ended because Keen Gaming found the timing where the CK didn't have his ultimate, he didn't have Phantasm, and they made use of that timing to just jump into SG Esports lineup. Keen Gaming themselves, they didn't have buyback at that point of time. If they lost that fight, the game might have just turned around completely. But they understood that Phantasm was the most important thing of SG Esports lineup, and without it, they definitely have a like 80-90% chance of just ending the game right there and then, and they went for it. It worked out in the end, and it was very well played by Keen Gaming. Okay, moving on into this Game 2's draft. SG Esports having first pick this time around. They switched up their bans a bit. Last game they banned Leech as well as Night Stalker. But this game, since they have the first pick, they don't have to be the one banning Night Stalker. They instead ban the Nature's Prophet. And King Gaming on the other hand, they banned the Nyx and Night Stalker. They're forced to ban the Night Stalker this time around. Last game they banned the Venomancer. But since they actually are more afraid of the Night Stalker and they choose to remove it instead. Okay, with the first pick, SG Esports, they went for the Bane. I'm pretty surprised they didn't go for the Veno here straight away. If I remember correctly, SG Esports is a team that doesn't really like to play Bane. That's one of their problem. It's a very strong hero now, and I think like not prioritizing in your picks is kind of bad in a sense. Like it reminds me of CDEC during TI5, where although they were a very strong team and Leshrac was a very strong pick at the point of time, they weren't very comfortable with that pick. So every team was picking it, and EG PPD figured out, gave them the Leshrac every game in the grand finals, and it didn't work out for them. So if the hero is like top meta pick, I think if you want to be the best team in the world or like compete at a high level, you definitely need to prioritize these picks. That's just my own opinion. And because they pick up the Bane, King Gaming actually gets their hand on the Venomancer as well as the Clockwork. Clockwork is the same hero that the Tianming played last game. He's an exceptional Clockwork position 4 player. He played really well. And Clockwork is also a very strong hero against Bane. Like you can counter him in the lanes, you can counter him in the team fight. Like in the team fight, if he creeps somebody, you can just hook shot him, you can battery assault him, just close the distance on him, and there's nothing the Bane can do. He'll just die to your battery assault. And Venomancer is just a very strong pick, so definitely they're gonna pick it up. SG Esports, they respond with a Mirana. With the Bane Mirana combo, it's really strong, steep into arrow. And Mirana is also one of SG Esports' go-to for their mid hero.
Radiant team pick.
King Gaming, they banned away Bat Rider as well as Ember Spirit. Bat Rider was a very big problem for King Gaming last game. He created so much openings on the side of SG Esports. He pretty much created all the gank opportunities for SG Esports, keeping them in the game for longer than they need. So a very respectable ban right here. SG Esports on the other hand, they banned AA as well as Bloodseeker. The AA and Bloodseeker was I would say the Bloodseeker is just the fear of them playing a very aggressive lineup, and also because Bloodseeker is very strong against Mirana as a carry. And AA makes me feel like they might be picking some form of a hero that has a very high regen, like Alchemist or Doom. But that being said, the Chinese team actually favor AA regardless of whether there's such heroes in the game, and because King Gaming is currently lacking a position 5, they think it's still a good ban on the AA. King Gaming now, they go for Death Prophet. I'm pretty sure they're gonna pick a position 5 Oracle or a position 5 Dazzle next. This is just the two main combos that goes with Death Prophet, and it's pretty straightforward. SG Esports on the other hand, they already have a mid and position 5. They'll likely pick a position 4 here. Earth Spirit maybe. Okay, they go for the Spirit Breaker. I don't really like the Spirit Breaker in this game. Let me explain why. He's very good at like making plays across the map and everything. It's a strong roamer in the laning. But look at the lineup of King Gaming. Venomancer and Death Prophet. These two are not the kind of heroes that you want to go in their face. If you go into the Death Prophet face, he'll just Siphon Soul you. The Venomancer, he'll just ulti. And it's, how should I put it? It's like usually against the Death Prophet you want some form of burst, and Spirit Breaker is definitely not one of those that provide you with burst. There's no burst from a Spirit Breaker. The only burst so far they have is Mirana Starstorm as well as Bane's Brain Sap. And I don't think that's enough for at this moment. And especially you're gonna expect this Dazzle or Oracle pickup from King Gaming. Which means Spirit Breaker, like usually when Spirit Breaker means you initiate on one target only, right? And it's very easy for Dazzle to just grave that target or save that target. So yeah, that's why I really don't like this Spirit Breaker pick at all. I think they could have picked up any other position 4 hero that could be much better here. I might even go as far to say that this Spirit Breaker pick might be the bane of SG Esports draft. Like that, it's really looking quite bad based on what I just said. I don't feel that this Spirit Breaker is going to have much impact at all. The only way I can see it working is if they play some sort of like Immortal playstyle where they just go in your face with all their heroes. But Underlord doesn't do that. He's very good at pushing out waves. He's very strong at team fighting. His AoE damage is really good. That is yet another hero that doesn't do burst damage. It's damage over time.
5 seconds remaining.
That being said, it's a very strong laner, and it's a very good laner if it's up against a Venomancer as well. So that's one thing going for SG Esports. As a result, King Gaming might switch this Venom to offlane and pick a carry that deals very well with Underlord. Something like Ursa or Razor. These two heroes actually like excels super well against Underlord in the offlane. The only problem about a Venom offlane is Spirit Breaker will be very good in that sense. Like again, when you play a Venom offlane, you usually use your Plague Wards to scout for you, and if you see people closing down you just run. But Spirit Breaker, he can always close you down within a very short period of time, so that's always a problem for Venom offlane in this game. Okay, King Gaming, they last spent the PL, expecting... Okay, because King Gaming's lineup currently, they have DP as well as Venom, their cores, and PL actually will do very well against these two heroes. So the ban really makes a lot of sense. SG Esports, they can consider going for some sort of like illusion based hero. They can go back for the CK or even the Terrorblade. I don't think it will be that bad. But the only problem I have for that is King Gaming have the ultimate last pick, and they can always pick a carry that does well against illusion based hero like Savan, and then it'll be a problem for SG Esports. I think SG Esports is thinking whether they want to ban the Ursa here, because if King Gaming goes for Ursa, then Underlord will suffer a lot. They might trade off the Underlord's farm and go for illusion based carry, and then if they pick the Ursa doesn't do well against illusion based carry as well. So that's one approach that SG Esports might consider. Instead, they ban the Monkey King. Monkey King is one of King Gaming's favorite position 1 hero. They really love it on their position 1. I think Zi plays one of the best Monkey King carry in the end. I would even go as far as say the entire scene. Okay, so SG Esports they decide to go for this Arc Warden pick. It's one of their niche pick. And King Gaming instead are the one going for the CK. Okay, CK doesn't really do very well against Underlord in the lane, but it's a very strong carry otherwise. As such, the Underlord might be having a decent start. He wouldn't be shut down totally as opposed to like if he's up against Ursa or Razor. So King Gaming prioritize the power of this CK in the mid late game versus dominating their lanes. Overall, I fear for this Veno offlane. I'm not sure if he's gonna get much. Because there's a Bane that can set up kills for the Bane into Outwarden is very strong as well. You can sleep and set up your spells. So that with a Spree Breaker charging in, it's almost impossible for Veno to get out of that. Underlord is gonna have a decent lane, and Mirana is fine as well against a Death Prophet. That being said, Keen's Gaming teamfight is extremely scary actually. Like, you see SG Esports, their teamfight lockdown on is all single target. Spree Breaker charge, arrow, Finn's creep. The only AoE is Underlord. And on the side of King Gaming, Dazzle is the best answer against a single target kind of approach. Like when your whole team goes on one hero, Dazzle just Grave, and then Chaos Knight can come in, do his damage, Veno does his damage, Death Prophet is also AoE. So King's Gaming teamfight is much stronger here. Like much stronger. Okay, I'm gonna favor King's Gaming because I think they have decent lanes, they won't lose their lanes, and they go into the mid game with very strong teamfight. Whether SG can have any impact in this game is going to be down to the Outwarden, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
Prepare for battle.
Yep, that's all for Game 2's draft analysis. Thanks for watching, guys.